Hey guys, ThirdStreet Reactions here. I'm Shane, and I'm back with, and I'm so glad to be saying this, Willow, Season 1, Episode 1. There hasn't been a lot of hype about this, but I feel like there should be, because Willow, to me, is just one of the great underrated movies from, I think it came out in 88 or 89. I love that movie so much. And when I was in second grade, I broke my leg playing soccer. And, you know, I was just laying on the couch for a few months. And, you know, our family, my aunts and uncles, they all heard about it. So they all sent me these VHS tapes. And my Aunt Diane sent me Willow. And I'll never forget, I watched it over and over and over again. I fell in love with Willow Alfgood, Madmartigan, and, you know, and I think we all fell in love with Sorsha, the Emperor's daughter, warrior daughter. And I just got swept up in the journey to save Elora, the Daikini baby. They call humans Daikinis in this. And the little people, can't remember their name, the brownies. The two little guys who follow them. And I just loved it. Val Kilmer in the crow's cage, I think they call it. Which is a terrible way to die. I know they really did that to people. I thought it was such a good, charming movie. I thought that when I was in second grade. After I healed up, we gave all those movies back. And I actually forgot about Willow. For years, like years and years. And I didn't watch it again until I was like literally 25 years old. And I was still in love with it. I watched it a few times a year. And when the Disney acquisition happened, I had my fingers crossed for a Willow sequel or continuation. I'm hoping I love this. I kind of had my ear to the ground a little bit. I know it's getting pretty good reviews early on. There's just not enough hype about it. So guys, do me a favor, comment on this video, give it a like. I really appreciate it. And if you want to support us even more, you can go to our Patreon, and I'm going to have these episodes on there full length, uncut, and I have 2 weeks early access for most of my non-live shows. I also have merch. And once again, my name is Shane. If you're joining us for the first time, thank you. I appreciate it. And let's jump in. Elora. Yes. Dude, she's got to be freaking 30-something years old now, right?
Elora Dannon, destined to save our world.
Got the birthmark. Shitty wolf things.
A Nelwyn farmer who dreamt of being a sorcerer. Willow was a man of pure heart. An ancient evil would rise again and destroy the future empress. And her end would herald a new dark age. Elora was hidden away, her true identity concealed, even from herself. It was the only way I could protect her.
Are they at this location? Because it looks really cool. My name is Maximus. Hey, it's a chick from Solo.
I almost had you. Yeah, well, don't beat yourself up about it. You know, there's skill, and there's talent. And I just happen to have both, along with a generous amount of arrogance. Gotta have that, too. You know, who knows? Maybe in a few years you might actually beat me. You know, going beyond the barrier, having these wild adventures like we've always talked about.
So never gone beyond the barrier.
Was that too much?
No.
You're trembling.
Why? Yeah. I don't know. You have this effect on me. It's just like nothing I've ever experienced before.
Me too. Just didn't think that you felt that way about me. You've got a bit of a reputation. I mean, if you heard some of the things they say about you, things I know aren't true.
Some of them might be true, but that was before. I'm not that guy anymore.
Eric, I love you.
Trudging across the western reach looking for you. Just how I'd hope to spend the afternoon.
I do what I can for my friends.
How did that guy sneak up on them?
Hey, you gotta go. You gotta go. You saw nothing.
I saw everything. That's that kitchen maid, right? That makes those buttered muffins everybody's always talking about?
Hey, I happen to be a great admirer of muffins.
Yeah, no, I'm just concerned about what she's gonna put in those muffins when you inevitably break her heart. Wait, did you just say Dove?
Dove, yes, that's what I call her. You know, like the most romantic, beautiful.
You don't know her name?
Of course I know her name.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, Mother, we got your message. We just raced back. Where's your...
Sorsha.
What's that on your neck?
Oh, I got bit by a fire moth, I think, which was strange.
You sure it wasn't a dove?
Lachlan told me he found you and Jade atop the canyon maze again. You know I don't like you playing on those rocks. It's dangerous.
Okay, unlike him, we actually were training.
I've had them draw you a bath, and I've laid out a gown for you to wear.
And one thing that was cool is she was this warrior. So it was kind of progressive in a way. And I hate the word progressive.
This is what you've always wanted. What you've worked for harder than anyone I've ever known. If she's really your friend, she'll be happy for you.
She's gonna feel like I'm abandoning her when she needs me the most. Because I am.
The shitty guy from Spider-Man.
And then he sort of grunted and shuffled his feet like a real winner.
You were saying? Settlements torched and abandoned. What if it's something else?
Nonsense. Nothing gets through the barrier, ever.
I cook, I clean, I heal the sick. I actually made the wine. There we go.
You know, they say you're quite the swordsman, too. Best in Jerusalem.
No, definitely not the best. Second best.
Oh, shit.
I think that countess is pretty. The one with the lips and the face. But don't be obvious.
Oh, shit, dude.
Tomorrow, Prince Graydon marries my daughter, Kit. At last, unifying Terezlin and Galadorn, ensuring us a harmonious future, and strengthening us against any threat. Till that day when the true Empress, Elora Danan, returns.
Till that day! Till that day! Till that day!
Is she supposed to be Elora? Because, it just... How much time is supposed to have gone by? Because it's been, like, I'm 35, so I think this came out when I was born. So she's hearing something. Who's Elora? Is it one of those things like How I Met Your Mother? Like, is this going to be the girl?
You should see the prince. He's a mouse. Kitchen mouse.
I think we both know how fond I am of our little chats. But unless it's to bring me a slice of cake, why are you down here? Or maybe it's because you want me to tell you not to force your daughter into a loveless marriage.
You know I don't have a choice.
You married Madmartigan. Nothing easy about that choice, but at least you made it for the right reasons.
Who is this man?
I've been accepted to train with the Shining Legion, Kit. To become a Knight of Galadorn.
But they don't take...
They've made an exception. I have to go south with King Hasta after the wedding.
My wedding? Tomorrow?
Well, I wanted to tell you before, but I just didn't know how to... Kit! Kit, stop!
We're getting married. That's weird.
I'm looking forward to it.
Why? You don't even know me.
I am grateful for the opportunity to serve the realm.
Sorry, excuse me, just...
Hey, I'm getting acquainted with my betrothed here.
See, but in reality... I mean, okay, not reality. Lots of times when this happened, they're betrothed as kids and are around each other, they get to know each other.
Have you ever heard the story of Taramis? She was a princess. The king invited all the knights and all of the princes to compete for her hand. And after a fierce battle, our mysterious stranger bested the knight and removed his helmet. And can you guess who that was? It's Princess Taramis. Secretly entered the tournament to fight for herself. For a chance to choose her own future. Say there was a tournament for my hand. We were competing. Do you think you would win?
You want me to...
Are you scared you might blind my pretty twin brother?
I'm a little worried about that.
You embarrassed the prince.
Go of me!
You embarrassed me.
I don't care.
And you showed everyone
Sentenced to a life I didn't even choose.
No one chooses their life, Kit.
Or their mom.
That's right. And if you think I'm tough, you should have met mine.
Yeah, right? Dude, they're royalty. I know betrothal isn't good, but I feel like when you have things like this, they take like a person from 2023 and they drop them in there, and then they're like so shocked that this is how things are done.
I love you, despite your winning personality.
Everybody loves you because you're so charming and fun. As long as they don't expect anything from you. Because the moment that they do, you'll just leave.
That's nice.
How can I expect you, the prince, to commit to me, Muffin Girl, when you've got countesses and trollops shamelessly throwing themselves at you?
Okay,
Like...
wait. What if, I did?
Huh?
What if I did? What if I was ready to commit?
Huh?
I know it's not the greatest marriage proposal of all time. In fact, it might be the worst. But what if it was better?
So definitely something that we can discuss.
That's a little fast, but I guess in a world of betrothals, it's not that fast. I just wonder how long he's known her. I mean, I'm speaking as a 2023 person, obviously. And they're young, and they might not live till 30 in this world, so...
Stop. Just get the plummets on me. I'm leaving.
Holy shit. You knew that was gonna happen. Okay.
I'll still kick your ass.
I'd be like, come back, baby! Dude, I remember chicks doing that when I was in high school and walking away. Hey, where you going?
What's going on?
It's never good for these people. Oh, shit. Shit!
Death dogs.
Sweet. What? Did he jump or did he turn into another animal? Oh, he jumped.
Please be careful.
I'm always relatively careful.
Like his dad.
Let our love be your strength.
Right.
We're under siege.
Bone Reavers.
Something else. Something worse.
Fellas, fetch my cleaver.
Who is this man? He's like Sean Connery in The Rock. Got some moves. Oh, fuck yeah. Sword shot. That is an ugly fucking thing. Jesus. Awesome. Oh man, I don't want Sorcerer to die this soon. Or I don't want her to die at all. That would fuck her up.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I thought you were totally gonna let go of her.
That was a nice fight.
Took him. I think he's what they came for. I didn't know what to do or how to.
Is he a coward in this too? Just like he's in Spider-Man?
They're saying Eric was kidnapped. We have to find him. We have to rescue him.
That's so sweet.
Caught up with him on the edge of town, trying to steal a horse.
False, patently false. I was actually checking on the conditions of the stables as I was concerned for the welfare of the animals Is it a crime to care? Huh? To feel? Enough!
I'll go.
Yes.
Mother, I said I think I should go west to search for
I
Eric.
heard you.
I've known Eric since the day he was born, and he's as close to a son as I'll ever have. At least that I'm aware of.
So is Graydon. And what now?
You know, I think we're good, fellowship-wise.
You've let your bride-to-be travel beyond the barrier without you.
It's not ideal, but I'd learn to live with it.
If Elora Denon disappeared and we forbade magic, then perhaps we could keep evil out. Willow disagreed. He believed that eventually evil would find its way in. And when it did, magic would be the only thing that could save us. Bavmorda's blood, her spirit, survived. In me, in your brother, and in you. Willow had a vision that one day that spirit would return and destroy Terraslene.
Ah, fuck. His arm is infected.
Hey, put me down!
Oh.
Absolutely not.
I want to help rescue the prince.
Tough. Go home.
You don't understand. We're in love.
I don't know how to break it to you, but Eric has been in love with quite...
Not like this. Not like us. You think I'm a fool? Fine. I don't care. What we have comes around once, maybe, if you're lucky.
Have you ever been in a fight?
You mean like verbally?
I mean, like, defending yourself against someone who wants to hurt you.
You're also naive. It's adorable. What? You've never known pain, fear, hunger? When we get out there, it's not gonna matter who your parents are or what you think you deserve. Because the world is bigger than you can possibly imagine. It doesn't give a damn about any of you. Wow.
At first he made it look like he didn't like it, but I guess it was a good thing.
What happened to her?
People say she's dead, but the prophecy says that one day she'll return and unite the world against forces of darkness. Truth is, no one actually knows.
My mother knows. Pretty sure my father knew too. I think he snuck her out of the castle one night and took her somewhere far away where nobody would find her, and then stayed with her.
Is that what you really think, or what you want to believe?
Why would I want to believe that he chose her instead of us?
I don't know. Maybe because, you know, sometimes it's just easier to hate them.
We bear witness to his glory, the Eternal One, the healer of worlds.
Go, motherfucker! The hobbits, kind of. I know they weren't as brave. Well, Sam was brave. No, he was. Not at first. Ah. It's like the Shimmer in the Southern Reach trilogy.
Hey!
How did they get across the...
What did I say? You're not the boss of me, princess. Not out here.
I like her. I think we should keep her.
Nobody asked you, Borman.
Shut up, Borman.
Enough. You don't have time for your bickering. If you're not vigilant at each moment, I swear you will not survive.
I knew he was gonna die. I knew it.
Bone Reavers.
Bone Reavers. Oh, dude, yeah, they were in the previous movie, weren't they? I feel like they were.
Ormond, you're supposed to be dead.
Well, that's not me, mate. I think you're thinking of someone else.
You're supposed to be dead, so it's kind of like a...
Fugala! Fugala!
Borman, what are you doing?
Fugala!
Zugala?
Fugala! Fugala!
They'd be shooting them with arrows, probably, wouldn't they?
I've never seen horses do that. What does Sugala mean?
It's an ancient Angorian word. Means stop.
Means stop.
I can understand not wanting to marry someone that you barely know. I wasn't happy about it either.
You weren't?
I mean, you're a very pretty person, but I just think you should be in love with someone before you commit to spending the rest of your life with them, right?
Here's the thing. They just wouldn't think this way. They're brought up in these traditions, right?
When that day comes, we don't have to do things the way our parents did.
Yeah, it could be like Game of Thrones. Like, hey, we'll get married and do our duty, but then we can fuck whoever we want. That's what they would do. That's what they did. So, you know, they got to decide, oh my gosh, Rhoda's Village? I guess they got to decide what kind of people these are, what kind of show this is. Are these people with modern expectations?
Terrific. Just what I need.
What happened to you?
Plenty. And if you're not careful, it'll happen to you too.
We're looking for the sorcerer, Willow.
Congratulations. You found him.
You're Willow?
Yep, that's me. Willow. But I'm out of the sorcery business now.
She is who she claims to be.
How do you know?
I read her mind.
You read her mind. It's so good to see him.
Kidding. Had you though, didn't I? I didn't read your mind. It's just... you remind me of your mother.
My brother Eric was taken by...
The Gales.
The what?
Your brother's alive. It's the only way to...
Is that her?
What?
What are you?
Elefel. Darin. Von Reveloth.
Holy fuck!
You shouldn't be here. But it's so good to see you, Elora.
Did he just say...
I didn't expect her.
That's not... I'm not. I'm nobody.
You are Elora Danan, last blood of Chimeria, future Empress, High Priestess, sent from Sorceress of the Nine Realms, and the world's last, best hope against the evil coming to destroy us all.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I feel emotional.
What?
Very cool. Go back to YouTube to see my breakdown. Guys, that was my reaction to the first episode. Hope you liked it. I really liked the first episode. I definitely feel like I'm getting back into the world. And, you know, I think they did the smart thing, which is just pretty much taking us on a new adventure with new characters to start out with. And by now, Willow's like almost this mythological being. I like the characters and the Elora thing. I mean, it crossed my mind, kind of. But like a part of me was like, okay. I mean, are they supposed to be 35, 36 years old like me? Or is it just supposed to be like, oh, this is like 20 years later? So this is like 20 years later. Dove, I don't remember if they said her name. She's Elora. Wow, that is awesome. And she's brave, and she's the last hope, and she's the Empress. And you know what's crazy? Sorceress Madmartigan, so a part of her is still alive in Eric and Kit and Sorsha. So it makes me wonder if she can get like if one of them is going to get repossessed and have to fight Elora. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there now in case it happens. It was so good to see Willow because it felt like him. It felt like Willow. It felt like that would be him. And I can't remember like the knight, the warrior who goes with him. But is everyone? Oh wow! Like so that village has pretty much been abandoned, and he's there. It's so good to see him. Okay, so another thing that threw me off is I did not know that Kit and Jade it's going to be a romance. I don't got a problem with that. I did not know, so that surprised me. Yeah, Elora, that surprised me the most, even though it crossed my mind. I pretty much wrote them off being Elora because I thought that over 30 years has went by. We haven't seen Madmartigan. They've mentioned him. And I know that he was involved in the production of the show, or he was going to be, but I know COVID stuff happened. I don't know if he's going to be in it, but I hope he is. He's obviously important. He just disappeared one day. And he didn't sneak Elora out. Elora was just walking amongst them, unaware of who she really was. I thought that was really cool. So this is my problem with the show. Okay, and you can just say this is a fantasy show with its own rules. You can say that. That's fine. But I think it needs to decide what kind of show it needs to be. Is this a fantasy that is supposed to be like this, like fantasy version of the Middle Ages of ancient Europe? Because if that's the case, I mean, people got betrothed and married for alliances all the time, and they were raised in that culture, and they probably didn't like it, but they did it. And they just, kind of like Game of Thrones, I mentioned in a reaction, they can just, get married and just see other people. So, like, I have a problem with characters like that being so enlightened, if you want to call what we are enlightened. I happen to believe it's enlightened. But, like, it's just like they're kids, and they're like, wait a minute, I want to marry for love. Like, we shouldn't have to do this. And then they both make it seem like, yeah, we should. And then, just like in Aladdin at the very end, the Sultan's like, I think you should marry whoever you want. And just like, okay, I understand as a species collectively, except for certain parts of the world, we move in that direction. But, like, I don't think that people brought up in that culture would think it's this barbaric thing that they can't stand, they don't want to do, and it's evil, and we should marry for love. That's my only gripe, and I might bring it up again, but I'll try not to. I think it's cool that Saoirse has this special relationship with Borman, so whatever he did, she trusts him enough to talk to him about maybe her problems, and enough to say, all right, the gloves are off, we need to release this guy because he will kick some ass for us. Eric, he was kind of flipping his sword around, and he's kind of like, obviously, he's got a reputation with the ladies. And we didn't witness that from Madmartigan, but I think you wouldn't be surprised if you knew he was like that. But then he sees Saoirse, he falls in love, and there's that ridiculous thing where, he just falls in love with her when he sees her the first time because he's under that spell. It's very ridiculous, you know what I mean? But it's a fun movie. So I don't want to hold it to the standards of, like, Game of Thrones and, like, why do these people, why are they so surprised that they're betrothed? I understand. Like, this is not that kind of show in terms of its seriousness. And for the most part, I like what John, I think it's John. And for the most part, I like what Kasdan's son, John Kasdan, Larry Kasdan's son, I like what he's done. I like the world, and I like the dialogue. And it's just supposed to be a fun show. I love Elora. I just love her determination to save Eric. I hope Eric is, Eric's going to piss me off. And let me say this. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Make sure you join me for episode 2. I'm out of here. Guys, thank you so much for watching my reaction. If you like Third Street and you want to support us, just like this video, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me your memories of Willow. And that's it. We're out of here. Check out our merch out and check us out on Patreon. Full length, early access, Twitter, Instagram, we have it all, baby.